Hi, this is your girl T with Rockafellas Barber Shop, located at 1733 Babcock in San Antonio, Texas. Whether you're looking for a haircut, a shave, braids, dreads, weaves, color, we do it all here at Rockafellas. You can hit me up at 210-884-9046. That's for call or text. And on Facebook and Instagram at Takesha Williams. That's TAKESHIA Williams. And you're listening to us now on I Am Refocused Podcast on iHeartRadio.
You are listening to Refocused Magazine Podcast with your host, Shamaya Reed. This podcast is designed to inspire you to live your purpose and regain your focus. Now let's tune in to today's podcast.
Hey guys, this is I Am Refocused, and we are here back at it on Thursdays. You know how it goes down at Rockafellas Barber Shop. I want to give a quick shout out to Rica Rodriguez, the owner, who let us come through and just have a live show every Thursday. Like I said, previous episodes, you can always get the show on iHeartRadio app. Make sure you download that and just keep in touch with us. Follow us on social media, SPS, Refocused Mag, and RefocusMagazine.com. Today we have a really cool show. Today we have the one and only Bay McClinton, the owner of All Sports, Strength and Conditioning, and also, you know this guy, if you're watching us on Facebook Live or whatever, this guy from Texas Tech, the one and only Justin Stockton, is in the house, guys.
Bless.
So we going to get right into this athletic stuff, starting with BayBay. Tell us what you do.
I do it all. What you want to know?
Tell us about the gym, man.
I drop it like it hot, and I do what I do.
Tell us about that gym, man. What's up with all that good stuff?
Man, you know, I've been blessed, been doing this for 20 years. God has gave me a gift to do what I do. And I seen it all. Trained a lot of famous people, been out to Hollywood to do a reality show. From even training Justin since he was in high school, and now he's coming out, to go pro. So it's been truly a blessing to see these guys grow.
So what's the first step an athlete has to do in order to have an access point to your gym? Because not just anybody can go through, right?
No.
You're a little different. You're kind of.
I'm a little different, bro. I don't like no drama. Like my sister say, drama. I don't want no drama up in my gym. I check the guys out, see what kind of, attitude they have. If they're a diva, if they're ready to come and work. Because, hey, trust me, it is some divas out there.
So
athletes.
It's not a hangout spot, right?
Sure. There's no hangout spot, man. I tell all the guys, I say, if you want to be great, this is the place. If you want to be good, this ain't your place. I only train greatness.
Nice.
And that's what it's all about, being great. Not just training, but, also spiritually. I get and try to, talk to the guys spiritually also to see where they're coming from. Because you never know what these guys are going through.
That's true.
With me being 55, I've been through it, been to the NFL, been to the Canadian League, played over in Europe. So you just never know what these guys been through. And I know God has given me this gift to talk to these guys to see if I can put them on the right track or not.
Now, how did you meet Justin over here? How'd that happen?
From church.
Okay.
From church. We both go to Resurrection, and I seen him play at Steele, and we was at church. He was with Michelle. I know her dad, and we talked. And I said, "Hey, man, why don't you come by the gym and come try it out?" And he did, and I think the first day you came, I think Justin was crying.
Oh yeah, I was.
Don't worry, you can say how you feel.
His girlfriend, which is his wife now, she called me. She said, "He's crying in the car. He's hurting." So I think that was a shock for him. We did the hill, and I think that was his first workout, and I think it was a shock. Cause Steele is known for these athletes. Oh man, we got a great program. We train hard over here. I said, okay, let's see what training is all about. And I think it was an eye-opener for Justin what training was really about when he came and trained with me. It was crazy.
So Justin, touch on that a little bit. Tell us, how was that first time with BayBay?
Oh yeah, so my first experience of the hill workout was a huge life changer because I never did nothing like that in my life. And after that workout, I was in the car, couldn't drive. I had my shoes off. Actually my cleats. I was drinking water all day. I passed out in the car. When I got home, I was still sleeping, eating, and I called BayBay. I was like, man, my legs hurt, man. I can't move. And just just to be in the situation, where I was at and still am today, it's truly a blessing. I thank God for having, us meet and still being connected.
And BayBay touched on he really not just coaches the people that come through, but he also touches on that spiritual side. What's some of the things that some of the golden gems that he gives to you guys? Oh yeah,
it could be outside of like the working out aspect of it, just helping me, just being a rookie in the game of marriage and tools that I need to just look at things differently in that, and just life in general. You know what I mean? Just I consider him as a life coach. I could pick up the phone at any time, and call him and just if I need to talk to him or just ask him questions, I know he's gonna be there.
And how is it, man? What's the feeling playing for Texas Tech, man?
It's it's truly an honor, and I'm truly blessed because moving from Florida to Texas and just seeing the difference of the Texas football from Florida football, and just saw how serious it is, and just to have the opportunity to be at a D1 Power 5 school is beyond measures, and I'm just truly blessed.
This episode is definitely be a lot of college students, or maybe I should say high school students, checking this out. What advice would you give to football players who one day would love to play for a college school?
Just stay motivated, and most importantly, keep God first. Don't ever be settled for what you already accomplished, because there's always going to be that next guy, and especially when you make it to college, you don't rest. You got to keep working. You got to do the extra work, and not only the work that everybody sees, but the work behind, what I mean, the movie scene. So, and just continue to keep grades important, because that's gonna help you out in the long run, because that's what you want is a degree from college.
So how do you stay motivated?
With me, waking up every day, seeing my beautiful wife and my beautiful son and my other son that's on the way, and just knowing all the pain and struggles that I've been through, and just reflecting back to that whenever I feel like giving up.
That's good.
That's awesome.
Just like he was touching on the degree part, I tell all these young guys, it's good to play sports, football, and all that, but the most important thing is getting your degree, because football's not promised.
Right.
True.
They can take away football, but they can't take away that piece of paper.
That's right.
That's right.
That piece of paper go a long way, because that's your life. Football is 1 year, 2 year. It's only a matter of time, but that paper gonna last you for a lifetime. Right. And that's the whole key. I got a lot of people say, give me a shout out. Hey, I got my boy Vincent Taylor, play for the Miami Dolphins. What's up, Vince? My boy in Houston, Bishop, Giblet, one of my other. They talking about let's go live tomorrow. Okay, we're gonna go live. We're gonna show you how I keep their butt in the gym, y'all. But I'm just keeping it real. But it's just an honor to be here with you guys on what you guys been doing, and then putting me on the cover of y'all magazine in November. It's been truly a blessing. Cover. It was, wasn't it? Y'all look like Denzel on that baby. Y'all better go get it. I look like Denzel.
Yes, he did.
That Adobe Photoshop does wonders.
Yes. Photoshop, y'all. Hollywood.
But back to football, man. All right, tell us, what is the most thing you get out of football when you're on the field? I mean, what's game day like? What's the atmosphere like for you? Tell us about that.
On game day, actually before the game, we'll just do, like a team dinner. Actually in the morning we'll do like a walkthrough. It's just like a whole day of like little preparation before the actual game. And then the day of the game, we'll wake up, go through a little film again, do a walkthrough. And then on our way to the stadium, where it's home or away, just the fact of being, escorted by like the police, or just seeing how big it is, what I mean, and just seeing all like the fans on the side, how like energized they are. And then when you get to the stadium, you just in your zone, you can just see everybody in the zone, and and once you step on the field and you just see like all the fans in the stands, you know, going bananas, it's a great feeling.
And how about traveling? Because how's that? You know, because it's totally different from high school, right? You know?
Oh yeah, it's way different. It's no more yellow buses. You know what I mean? And just being in that is just flying everywhere. You know, being in some states and cities that, you know, I've never been before, even though it's only for like a day or so. It's just different just to see, you know, other like cities and the living, and it just really makes you, you know, feel, you know, blessed and appreciate what you have.
Now, you just played in a bowl. What bowl was that?
It was the Birmingham Bowl. That was a great experience, and the weather's a little, you know, different. It's a little humid, but the day of the game, it got cold out of nowhere.
Ooh.
And I was like, man, it was crazy. I'm like, man, I'm going to have to play in the rain, and it's cold. I got to take my gloves off and go old school or something like that.
I can just see BayBay stats. Like, who cares, man?
It's all good.
Hey, you gotta understand, when we were growing up, we didn't have no gloves, we didn't have no sleeves.
None of that.
I mean, when I was born and raised on the east side, you know, I went to Emerson Middle School. Now this is back in the 70s.
East side.
East side. Never forget where I come from, baby. And so we had to play in the championship game at Alamo State, and this was a big honor for us coming from the east side, because you know our school was right across the street from the Wheatley Courts, and we didn't have no long sleeves, we didn't have gloves. So what we used to do, we used to cut our socks and pull them up on our arm. That was the only way we can stay warm. So that's the only way we did it. And now they're coming out with all this technology, you know, these kids, you know, players now are spoiled. I think that's why we all jacked up right now, all the older guys, because we didn't have all the good stuff that they have now. But, you know, the guys are getting bigger and faster, and that's why you got to be in the best shape of your life. You know, that's why I was talking to Justin. I said, hey, it's time for you to heal. There's no more spring practice. This is time for you to just heal your body, get ready for your pro day, and do what you got to do, because it's like an interview. His big day is coming up. It's like a big interview for him to go into the league, and nobody knows what's going to happen. The NFL is so iffy. He could get drafted or he can go free agent, but his mind got to be prepared for anything.
Right.
If he does go free agent, that don't mean crap. A lot of my guys has made it from free agency. Look at Priest Holmes. Priest Holmes is a superstar. He's on the ballot to be a Hall of Famer. He wasn't drafted. You know, you just got to work your butt off when you get in there. And the ones they do drafted, the ones don't never pan out. They sorry as heck.
Right.
So don't. That's why I always tell Justin, don't worry about that. As long as you get a shot, God has gave you a shot to go in there and do it. It's up to you now once you get in there to do what you do. So that's the most important thing. He's got to prepare himself mentally and physically when that time comes. Because when that pro day comes, there's going to be a bunch of scouts out there. A lot of guys get nervous. It's not time to get nervous. It's time for you to shine.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this is your interview. That's like going to IBM interviewing and you forgot your dang resume. And you're not prepared. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So he got to be mentally and physically prepared for this. He don't have to go through spring ball. This is his time to rest, and then he can start training to run the fastest time in his life to get in there. Now, if he runs fast, which I know he can run, it may open up some doors for him to get drafted. We don't know. And I'm the person, I keep it real. And just like I told Justin and his wife, you don't know. He could get drafted and he could not. But I want you to get prepared. If you don't feel sad, because he still can go free agent. And that's still our option. And, you know, I know that's been his dream. We talk all the time, you know, going to the NFL and stuff, because I know he wants to help his family out and stuff like that. And I told him just the yesterday when we were talking, I said, Justin, don't worry about training right now. Because he said, I got to get back next week. I said, man, why don't you just rest? I said, you got plenty of time, rest, you know, get your grades, and then start training in another week or two, and start preparing. That's what the whole key is about, just preparing, and trust the process.
Yeah.
Want to touch on that, man?
Excuse me. Little allergies. Yeah, just, you know, it's this whole like process is like actually like ringing a bell in my head and letting me know like, yo, like this is for real, you know what I mean? And just talking with BayBay, you know what I mean? I'm just staying, you know, staying calm and staying positive and staying humble, because I know it's in God's hands at the end of the day, and the only thing that BayBay and I can do is just prepare, like physically and how I perform and everything. Anything other than that, it's in God's hands. But I'm just trying to enjoy it, you know what I mean? It could be a little stressful, but at the end of the day, it's all good, because, I know it's all going to work out, whether, NFL dreams work or not.
And how do you balance that, being a college student and an athlete at the same time? Because it's not like it's
and being married.
Yeah, that's right.
And being a father.
And being a father.
Like, that's a
And you know what, y'all? I'm gonna tell y'all this. I tip my hat to you, bro.
Yeah.
Because too many guys cannot do that at this early age.
Yeah.
You cannot. I tip your hat to you and your wife, because a lot of people cannot do that. I know it's stressful. I know y'all get at spats sometime, but that's all about growing up.
It's normal.
It's normal. It's normal. You can ask Miss Deborah. I've been married for 20.
I've been married for 36, going on 36.
And you're gonna have arguments. You're gonna go through some stress. You're gonna go through some trying time. But that's all about marriage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I tip my hat to y'all. I mean, now you're on your second child and stuff, dude. Most dudes with a bell.
Yeah.
Most dudes with a bell. So Michelle, you got to keep her. You got to keep her, because most guys would have left. So, but Michelle, I ain't playing that. I'm knocking across the head.
but how you keep that mindset though? Because not only you have to worry about stuff on the field and worry about stuff when you get off the field. How do you just keep that focus and that mindset to keep you focused and going and motivated?
At first, being a freshman in college and actually starting, to see, how tough it really is, just the balancing part of at that time was school and football. And then when you add, a child involved, so it's school, football, and child, and then when they arrive, it's just different, because you got to do a whole bunch of stuff, but you just got to make sure, and it's just, I think of it like little cabinets. Football, okay, put football in there, home activities where it's, the relationship or just being a father. And so it's just like different departments. And then just knowing, like if something happens, like if I have a bad practice or something, don't bring it at home, because it's going to cause, like issues at home and stuff like that.
Right.
And just really like, being blessed with like people that's experienced things that I'm experiencing now. And just, talking with them, for example, like BayBay, because they have, more years on their belt on this earth. So I know that, they have the knowledge that I need, to be successful, be a successful father, a husband, and everything in that nature.
And also, we're approaching a new year, man, 2018.
Yep.
What's some personal goals you have to kick off the new year?
Shoot. Be the best man I can be overall. And just keep staying positive and watch out for those who don't need to be in the circle.
Man, let's touch on that, man. That's a nice exit. I like that.
You like, hey, that's what I'm talking about. You got to watch that circle.
Because
let's touch on that, Justin.
I know. Even before but now I know, people gonna be coming out the woodworks, oh, Justin, you remember this and all that. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? If I wasn't rocking with you since day one before all this, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna rock with you now.
Exactly. Like, I'm just gonna be, oh, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Have a little convo, but other than that, you good. Like, what's up? That's it.
Yeah. And you don't want to be ugly.
For sure.
You just want to speak, keep it going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just got to keep it going. Hey, we're cool, brother. Bye. Yeah. You know what I mean? But that's how you got to be. I got close knit friends that only I associate with.
True.
I don't associate with a lot of people. I don't let too many people into my circle.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been burnt so many times, and I don't let a lot of people into my circle. I don't, because it's not none of their business. And
you have too much going for yourself too.
Got too much going on, and just like I said, I don't like drama. I hate drama. Drama is crazy, and I just like keeping good people around me with good spirit, and let's have fun.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, life is too short, and you got to enjoy life until the end. And that's what I like, you know, about the people I bring around.
Exactly.
And that's why I don't bring a lot of people into my gym at all. If I don't feel comfortable.
You don't
If
wanna
my
mess up the
spirit,
atmosphere.
I don't want to mess up the atmosphere, dog. I don't want to mess it up.
Because we working in there.
Exactly.
It be
We ain't
working.
got time to argue.
Exactly. Now, do you have a favorite football player? And if you do, who is it and why? Anytime, current or anytime.
I did like Chris Johnson in his prime and Reggie Bush in their prime. You know, just because, you know, I was looking at them growing up like, man, I want to be like them. You know, and just taking, you know, because they were fast, they were quick, you know, to make people miss in space. Reggie Bush can catch out the backfield. And just looking at them. But now, you know, it's just like, man, you know, I know God gave me something too, you know what I mean? And I'm just so excited, you know, and I'm just ready for this opportunity, you know, to make it work.
You ever watch ESPN and be like, hey, that's going to be me on that highlight reel one day?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I may not, at times, you know, I'll say it out loud, but, you know, sometimes I just want to, you know, I don't want to be, you know, too big-headed or nothing like that. I just want to stay down to earth, you know what I mean, and just keep having that grind mindset in my head, because, you know, like, I'll just talk about it now, like last season, you know how last season went. It wasn't, you know, too hot, but that made me realize and make my eyes open up to, you know, many different things that, you know, God knew that I wasn't ready for, you know, my blessings ahead unless I fixed what needed to be fixed at the time. So
let's talk a little bit about your faith too, because that plays a heavy role in just everything in life. How did you get to be in that position where you got serious with your faith?
Well, when I lived in Florida, it was like I started going to church, you know, but like actually like getting real serious in the Word, and, you know, reading and actually going to church consistently. It wouldn't have been until like I moved up here and actually met, you know, my wife Michelle, because she pushes it, you know what I mean, and it's great because you want that, because who doesn't want, you know what I'm saying, your significant other praying for you, you know what I'm saying, and doing all these things to make it possible for us to grow as a family under God, you know what I mean. So just having that is a blessing, and, you know, she pushes me to get more into the Word.
Now, when you hit bumps in the road, because we all hit them, and it's not like it's not coming. Because it hasn't come, it's about to come.
Yeah, them bumps there.
So when you hit those bumps in the road, what's your process of just getting back on the path?
I got this lady right here. No, just gotta, you know, bounce back from it, and you know, whether, you know, how big the bump is, if it's a small bump or a big bump, and just know that, you know, I have a family at home that's gonna, you know, welcome me and be there for me and support me, and pick me up, you know, when I fall, and not only that, but also, you know, praying and, you know, for whatever happened, you know, just asking God to forgive me and give me what I need to prevent me from hitting these bumps again.
That's real. Now, say there's athletes out there in college right now, you know, maybe they don't, not into that faith kind of stuff, but maybe they might want advice, they just don't know how to ask it. What would you tell someone right now who might feel like, you know, that's cool for Justin to say, that's what's up, I see you from the outside, but what about me? What would you say to that person who might be struggling with that right now, with their faith?
Example of that was, you know, a linebacker that's at Tech right now. You know, he really didn't know, you know, because he asked me one time at the pavilion, is where we eat lunch and stuff like that, and he was like, hey man, you know, I never like really like actually, you know, prayed and, you know, was in the Word like that, you know, like how do you pray and stuff. I was like, man, honestly, like you just talk to him, you know, just talk to God, like just, you know, just talk to him, have a conversation with him, and he's gonna respond, you know what I mean. It may not be when you want him to, but he's gonna arrive just on time. So and that's for, you know, anybody out there, you know, that's, you know, I don't know, like iffy on you know, their faith and everything, but I would strongly suggest that, because, you know, if without God, we all wouldn't be where we're at today. So,
and you too, baby. How do you deal with your faith and your walk, personally?
Man, every day, man. You don't know what kind of spirit is gonna come up on you, and just like I said, my gym, and you got to be prepared. So I try to read my little daily thing every morning. It's like a little daily word that gives me like a spiritual cleanse. I listen to my gospel music when I get in, man. My clients be like, God, dog, you playing the gospel music again? But, that's just something I do to get the spirit right in the morning. I work out to it. And, I let it play for a little bit when they're in there, and then I change it. But, you always got to be prepared because, just like I said, you never know what's going on in people's lives. Sure. And, I pray that God will give me the answers when they come in. I could help them out. Or if I can, say something to encourage them, if I can pray with them, that's the thing that I love to do in my gym. Not just in my gym, outside my gym, because I meet a lot of people, and I know fake people and I know real people. Sure. It's just something it's something that God gave me. If somebody's fake, if somebody's real, and I've been on this earth for 55 years, and for him, y'all gotta understand, I lived over in Europe for about 6 years in Barcelona, 1 year in Italy, playing football and stuff, man. I've been around a lot of people, and I seen a lot of things when I was over there. I never seen a man on the street with no eyes begging. His eye sockets were gone. I never seen that in my life. Wow. Begging on the street. That was something God gave me to just say. And me and my boy, we just prayed right there. We just prayed. I said, Lord, just give him eyes to see. I know we ain't no prophet or nothing like that, but the prayer, that's all we could do. Yeah. You know what I mean? And, I just got back from L.A. like a week ago. Oh, my God. It was just like an eye-opening. I go to L.A. a lot, but this time really stuck to me. I had a cousin that passed away. And me and my sister and her husband, we were going downtown. I never seen so many tents popped up on the streets. It had to be 2 miles long, 2 miles wide, and the way they were living. You could just smell the aroma in the air, the urine and all that, man. And it wasn't just men, it was women too. And I said, God is so good. And I said, I wish I was a rich guy and I could just go out there and say, here you go, here you go, here you go. And my sister, why they just can't go home? Why they just can't go home? I said, they can't go home. Right. If they could, they would. They ain't got no money. Right. And to see a man eat out of a garbage can in your face, like this man, like he was at Luby's, man, he was having a good time. Like, and it was something like, oh my God, that could be me. Sure. But I thank God for my parents on guiding me on how to groom me like a man, and my father, how he provided for us when we were little, and that's what I'm doing for my kids. And I'm trying to install that into my boys. Just like T.I. said, I'm installing greatness into my kids, and that's what it's all about. Trying to get your kids on a level, leave them a legacy. Yeah. And taking them to church, pushing it, and giving them the opportunities like other kids don't have. And that's why I have my foundation called BayBay's Kids. This year, I'm really, really going to work on that this year, doing opportunities for kids, showing them what to do in life. That's going to be my goal this year, getting my foundation really strong, try to raise money where I can do more opportunities for these kids, because you don't want to see nobody left behind. You really don't. And I pray this year that God is going to give me that God is going to bring favor into my life and into my foundation, that people are going to come in and pour money into my foundation where I can go out and reach more people in this world. And I believe he's going to do that, and especially when I come out with my book. I'm still writing my book. And
you writing books now?
Yeah, I already got my kids.
2019, no sleep.
Now, I already got the kids, but I got to give y'all a book to get to the baby. But I am writing my book. I started a little bit of it when I was in LA, just jit-jabbing with it. And it's hopefully by the summertime I'll be done. It's hard. I didn't know it was that hard, but it's hard. Especially when you can't spell good like me.
You had a ghostwriter?
Hey, I was dyslexia. Hey, I didn't know. Dyslexia is really strong. I'm gonna touch on that. I know I am. Mm-hmm. We didn't know back then.
Right.
And I know I am. And I struggled through college bad. And I don't know if there's too many bumps to the head or what, because sometimes I can't spell what. I'd be like, how you spell what? And my wife would look at me. I was like, hey, brain freeze. But it's simple little words, But it's really scary. It really is. I was talking to my cousin yesterday. Sometimes I could be driving down the road, and I'll forget where I'm going. Wow. Or I forget an exit. It's scary, because my mom, she had Alzheimer's, and a lot of people in my family on her side had Alzheimer's, and it's scary, especially from playing football and all that. It's scary, it really is. But God is good. I know I ain't claiming that right now, but 2018 is going to be my year. I'm changing a lot of stuff in my life and to my family's life.
And I'm going to ask both y'all this. I'm going to start with BayBay. What does success mean to you personally?
Success?
Mm-hmm.
Success is really nothing. It's something that God gave you. It's a blessing.
Wow. That's good.
It's a blessing.
Talk that one, Justin.
Man, I don't know how to capitalize on that.
I mean, success is nothing, bro. It's what God gave you.
That's good.
It's what God has blessed you with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, success is just success, but I know I'm blessed with where I've been.
Mm-hmm.
That's not success. That's what God has blessed you with.
That's good, man. Man, you got me thinking like, man, you flipped the script on that one. Well, how about this? All right. Say there's an athlete out there. They're like, man, I like what I hear from Justin. I like what I hear from BayBay. But how can I really get there myself? Maybe they're stuck in their mind as far as the potential. They're not willing to tap into that potential. What would you say to them that might be listening to this podcast?
Well, first of all, you got to believe in God. And it may not be for you.
So you got to be real with yourself, too.
You got to be real with yourself. It ain't always for everybody. And you got to be real with yourself.
That's true.
I don't like shooting nobody's dreams. I'm not into that. But it takes hard work, and it takes a lot of blessings. And you got to be at the right place at the right time.
That's real.
That's true.
And that's what it's all about. It's at the right place at the right time, and God got your back, and God is gonna bless you. It's hard out there, bro. I mean, it took me many years to do what I had to do playing football. I mean, I was 24 years old when I went to the Cowboys. I was 24. My last year playing professional, I was 33 years old in 95. I was 33 years old. I started late.
Yeah.
I started late. And but God just gave me He blessed me. My blessing just didn't come now.
That's right.
It came later. Now I'm seeing a lot of things in my life now. I'm like, dang, why this didn't happen to me when I was in my 30s? Now my blessings are really overflowing right now at 55. It probably wasn't my season. My season is now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just like for the player who's trying to go somewhere, it may not be his season right now. It may be later. So you got to wait until your season is here, or it may not be for you. It's in God's hand.
And you, Justin, what would you say people listening right now, especially football players, what advice would you tell them when they feel like they stuck, or they just feel like they're not progressing like they should, like they ought to?
Pray about it. Also, you got to look that man in the mirror. You know, man or woman in the mirror.
MJ.
And just, reflect and just write down or just look at things like, hey, look, what I need to improve on, well, here, let me add like 5 pounds or 10 pounds to this weight so I can get stronger. Or let me run a little extra so I can stay conditioned to be in the game longer. You know what I mean? And just those little things, and always striving, to be great at whatever it is, if it's a sport or just in life. If you want to attack life, with a positive mindset, and that faith, and that spirit, and those, who lead in the right way are gonna follow. Especially, if it's about the gospel, you know what I mean, and you just gotta stay true to that.
That's real. One more question, you guys, because I know you got a tight schedule, baby. What about dreams, man? What about dreams? And you too. What about dreams? What would you say to anyone who has dreams? Kind of similar, but a little different. This is more so on goal setting and stuff like that, especially for the new year. What would both of you guys say to that? And I'll start with Justin.
Dreams. You just gotta speak it into existence. Keep telling yourself, if you want to go to the NFL, or if you want to play in the NBA, or if you want to run track, or just keep speaking it out loud. Like, man, I'm gonna be the best pole vaulter out there. You know what I mean? And stay on that, and keep praying about it. And also, you got to stay patient. Again, like I said, because you're not gonna be able to receive your blessings if you're not still.
Yeah, that's true.
So, with that being said, continue at life, staying positive and staying blessed and keeping God first, and always finding room for improvement, because there's nobody that's perfect.
That's real. And you, BayBay?
Man, dreams. Dreams are goals. Dreams are future. Dreams are reality. You got to trust the process.
I like that.
Yeah.
You got to trust the process.
TTP.
If you don't trust the process, it ain't gonna come to life. But whatever you do, you got to dream. You got to become it. And that's all I got to say. If that's what you really want to do, if you dream about it, believe it, become it, and trust the process. It's your goal. It's going to happen. You got to speak it into existence, and it's going to happen.
Man, that's good, because just last week I mentioned something about people always used to say the saying, the grass is green on the other side of the fence. But really, someone told me, they said you got to check the water bill. Because maybe it's not, you're not working too hard to get your grass green on your side of the fence.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that being said, we can obviously, everyone listening to this podcast, they see your success, they see Justin's success, and they're doing what they're saying. For you guys that are listening to this, they're doing it, they're applying it, they're living their dream. They are grinding every single day. They're not sleeping. They're not just like, oh God, please just like put it in my lap so I can have it and then talk about it. No, it's a everyday process.
Man, every day.
Every day you get up and you get something that drives you to move forward. If you're going backwards, then you need to stop living the past.
Yeah.
You got to cut the past off and start looking towards the future.
Right, right. What is it? Double F effect? What was it?
Oh, future. You said something.
Come on, you got to remember this one. You said you wanted this one.
Future forward, man. You got
no.
Right, you got to give me that.
Nah, I said the devil, fear.
Yeah.
The devil give you fear, but God give you faith.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to do.
Because fear is always behind you. Faith is always.
That's right. Fear is behind you. Faith is before. So y'all got to remember that. Don't y'all steal that. That's mine.
All right, we're getting a T-shirt. We're gonna get a T-shirt with BayBay.
We getting mine.
You gonna have to put that in your gym, man.
Yes, and I'm getting T-shirts made too, y'all. Don't y'all steal that.
I'm buying that one. Well, it's done. It's official. We going to put that on the print and make that happen today. So I know you have a busy schedule, so I want to do a quick shout out to the owner of Rockafellas Barber Shop. You guys, if you ever come in here in San Antonio, or you live here in San Antonio, make sure you give my boy Rico Rodriguez a big support and come through and get a haircut here. And Miss T, Don't forget Miss T. Y'all see her in the background.
Miss T. She rocking that blue over there. She over there rocking that blue and giving that fade up over there. I see you.
Make sure y'all support them. They always support us, and it's all family here. I want to thank our special guests today, Mr. BayBay and Justin. And I just want to say, guys, make 2018 your best year.
Thanks, bro.
If 2017 wasn't that hot for you, you know what? Hey, it's a clean slate. God did not leave you behind.
No.
He gave you a gift. Open it every day and keep going. This is I Am Refocused Podcast. We're going to get y'all hyped. We're going to have to do more shows like this because this got me. I can't play football, but it made me want to play football.
Hey, and y'all need to check me out on my website, www.allsportfitness.net. My Instagram is allsportsa. And my Facebook, I think, is All Sports San Antonio.
And you can Google his first and last name, too.
And Bay McClinton. And my... Look, told you brain freeze, y'all. Excuse me. My foundation, BayBay'sKids.org. Check us out.
Justin, how about your links? If you want.
Yeah. No, if I can remember. On Instagram, and I think it's Stay Focused. Replace the A with a 4 with the underscore at the end of the S. Twitter, I think it's LIL_JT_4. Yeah,
we're gonna confirm with his wife and put in the description.
Yeah,
just to make sure y'all don't fat finger nothing
with the wifey. You know what I'm saying? Making sure it's all correct. But no, I just want to thank you guys for this tremendous opportunity. You know, to be here and to speak. You know.
And we appreciate both of y'all taking your time out, y'all busy schedule to come through to I Am Refocused Podcast. This is not the last one. We're going to have to go to BayBay's gym and do some podcast
man. Y'all got to come there. It's going to be really hot and popping.
Got to see that. Got to see this man.
That's going to be raw.
Yes.
Hey,
the old BayBay back or what?
I'm back, man. I tell you, 2018, y'all better be ready. If y'all come to my gym, boy, y'all better have y'all ears ready.
Ooh, I'm scared.
Y'all better be in shape, too, because I'm kind of scared.
Y'all may see some dudes throwing up.
Well, I'll be on the mic, so I won't have to worry about all that. But like I said, guys, thank you so much. Make sure you go spread the word on I Am Refocused Podcast. You can catch us on iHeartRadio app. All over the globe. We got listeners in Australia. I see you. We got listeners in Canada. Yes, sir. I can
What's up, mate?
I can
Good day, mate.
I can pull up the stats, man.
Them Outback.
We got some love all over the world. So shout out to Chile too. I see y'all in Canada. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Yes,
Canada.
sir.
Man, dude, you doing it.
That's live. That's what's up.
It's you guys.
Not to mention the United States. New York. Shout out to
New
York.
Hey,
man, I got my boy in Houston. We had Miami in the house. Man, we just been doing it.
But I'm gonna close us out, guys. So I want to say thank you guys once again for the love and support. It's only because of the guests we have on the show that gets you guys all pumped up and excited. So thank you to everyone who's been on this show. 2018, we're going strong. Till then, like I always say, keep God first, God bless, and peace.
I had one more question.
Oh, go ahead.
Hey, y'all got my check, right?
Oh, it's coming.
that brain freeze.
I'm brain freeze.
See,
I'm just teasing, y'all. I'm just teasing.
iHeartRadio, man, we apologize for that, but we're going to close this show with some love. Like I said, 2018, make 2018 your best year. Like I said, dream big, go hard, stay focused, and keep that action going every single day, no matter what. Peace out.
Peace.